Some of it is education. Education has got obsessed with teaching people things rather than creating processes by which people learn. So, for example, if I take the impromptu debating we did every week in school, that's a process which made us generalists. You didn't know what you were going to get hit with, so you read everything. You weren't taught to be critical. You learned to be critical by arguing for things you don't believe. So, and in Australia, they taught philosophy to primary school kids. We should do that because that's when primary schools are really interested in, concepts like what is good and what is evil and what's right and what's wrong. So there's that aspect to it, all right? I think the other thing we need to increasingly explore is to change the granularity of interaction. So when I was working in Ireland in the 70s on peace and reconciliation, we didn't try and get everybody together in a big hall and get them all to agree they would be nice to each other. That was wonderfully satirised in episode 1 of series 2 of Derry Girls. And I never thought that really worked. We actually took 2 Catholics and 1 Protestant, or vice versa, and we dumped them into the slums of Rio de Janeiro for 3 months on an ecumenical project. And they discovered pretty fast they had more in common than they realised, and they had a conversation about their differences in the context of working together without being facilitated. Now, one of the things we're working on at the moment, and we've proved on 3 continents, is using children as ethnographers into their communities, finding stories in common between people who theoretically dislike each other, and then allocating money algorithmically so that those can work together on that problem. So we change the granularity and we change the interaction. We don't decide what it should be.